Alright. So we gotta go find Rue, was it? And find out what happened to Cedric, and hopefully Prototype is doing okay. Oh. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse at any moment. Let me go. Or let go of me. Cedric? I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah? Oh, you came in at an awful time. Come on. We have to get you out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Kip, you're alive. You, should really tell me before you leave next time. Sorry. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you found the Messiah too? Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needs to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. A robot? No wonder why he needed that book. Come again? He was talking about the same... we were talking about the same boy, right? Hat, white hair, goggles. That's Cedric, yeah. He grabbed a book from the back room and then just bolted straight out. He said it was an emergency, so I didn't try to stop him. Gosh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh. It was... the labs? That poor kid. No. Not him too. I'm sorry about your friends. Last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. Sire, please. We don't want you to go out there. Not when everything is, well, George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the cities. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Even if you do bring back the sun, it's not going to fix the squares. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happens to Sire of all people, I'm not sure what we'd do. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with uh, tragic tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us all. For you, it must be terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. You must seem very we must seem very ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back when all I wanted was to go home. Shadow, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you. I remember towards the end. I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually. I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun back then, I didn't even question it. And then I just came back. You what? I went through the decision again, didn't I? But I came back again. Even though you were able to do both, the effects couldn't be permanent, could it? And then I found about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all this, yet continue doing this. It just seemed cruel. And then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. And at the end, you can only choose one, right? It is really hard for you too. It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? And even if it is, I really want to save this world, Shadow. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we've met were... Shadow, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Oh. That was beautiful! Kip, did you hear that? The Messiah was trying to encourage Shadow. I'm right here. I know, right? It happened right in front of our eyes. Sorry, got carried away. But yes, I think it's only right that we let you go. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be okay. Be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. Our archive room is currently being used as an infirmary. We apologize for the inconvenience. It's okay. The music slowing down is like... I need to find out how this book ends. If I die, I want to die reading. The city was destroyed. The city gate was destroyed a while back. I can't go into the glen anymore. I'm not sure where I'll be able to get my supplies of fish at this rate. Still have plenty of soup dumplings left. Looks like it should feed everyone here for at least another day. The world is getting to be much colder soon. At least I can keep everyone here warm. You need something? Please approach from the front. Alright. It's okay. Alright. Oh, what book did Cedric take? The author's book on the creation of ProfitBot. Remember ProfitBot? The first robot you met in our world? Yeah. He's a work of art. The author's book was so detailed, really. Made me appreciate how much work went into him. Oh. Oh, alright, that's the same thing. Please be careful out there. Still smells sugary. Candy skewers fresh off the grill. Not very nutritious, I'm afraid. But at least they'll keep the evacuees from getting hungry. Looks like my life work is finally being put to good use here. As long as we conserve the water we have on hand. My web post should be able to keep everyone here from going thirsty for weeks. Looks like I'll have to cancel my appointment. It stinks. You know, I finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. I was looking out one of the windows in the library and spotted it in the distance with my binoculars. Isn't that cool, Messiah? Yeah. When the world ends, would it be better if it was gone in an instant or slowly fading away? Looks like we're stuck with the latter. The lab complex got totaled, didn't it? Yeah. All those hours I put into my work and now. She fell asleep. What are you doing to that book? Editing it? I've been in the author's shadow for my entire career. If I'm going to die soon, I want to die knowing I put out at least one original idea out there. Despite all this, I still really wish I could have met the author. Phosphor again. With the world being the way it is now, I'm just glad the author was able to write down all this stuff before everything went off the rails. His books are the only thing keeping me going in these trying times. Another group of evacuees should be arriving soon. I hope my friends are okay. I wonder where the author is. Apparently, he just kind of stopped showing up. The head librarian said she's still getting his manuscripts, but no one has seen him in person in so long. Many people have been assuming the worst. I hope the author is safe. There's this person back here. You're going through those pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. The author is an artist too, you know. I could tell, yeah. Monitoring. Looks like our scout unit, number A27 is still doing okay. I had to leave my aquarium behind when they were sounding the sirens earlier. I wish I had time to rescue my fish. Oh. It's comforting to see the faith you have in Shadow, Messiah. That's why I won't lose hope either. The world is ending. What are we gonna do? Ah! What? You need something? No. Suit yourself. But just so that you know, due to recent events, the restriction of noise levels in the library have been temporarily lifted, so I won't be kicking people out like before. What? You think I'm going to be throwing out the evacuees just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service? No. Good, because I'm not. This guy scares me, Shadow. Oh, hello. Library is currently being used as a shelter right now. Lots of those squares are starting to show up on the streets. I know. We're still waiting on another group of evacuees. One of the apartments on the other side of town got really messed up yesterday. This library was built fairly recently, you know. Shortly after the first squares appeared, they wanted to build something that could withstand particle collapse. The architecture used the newest, strongest materials they had. Thank goodness for that. Everyone here should be safe for now. Evening news. Everything is terrible. Evening news, everything is terrible, alright. Reading helps me get my mind off things. Hello, person. Hi. Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential violent bugs. I will. Yep, still scared of ladders. Oh. Alright, well, I guess that's everyone in here. Except you. Hello, person. This is library/temporary shelter. Guessing there's no one out here anymore. The fact that this music is slower than what it was up top is... I mean, the world is dying, and there's only so much left that can be done. Oh. Alright, well, not that way then. I gotta find that fox. Rue. No. Oh, the aquarium. It's a big fish tank. I guess you can still get your fish, but yeah, it's dangerous. Who knows when the squirrels will pop up. Oh. You're here. Nico. Are you Rue? Yes? Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. It's a big tree with leaves. Haven't seen one of these since I was back home. Alright, so we gotta go back to the clock, I guess. You're an adorable little thing, I will say. The lab is still... We gotta take the elevator on the left now. Where are the other two? The prototype? Cedric? They're supposed to be here already. Their prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he wasn't in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of those windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. It was desperate for me at first too, you know. It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. He did? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again. It's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The world machine. You might know it as the entity. Oh, the entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the dice lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. But thing is, the world machine was only built to run on the mental ability of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for some time. It was simply ingrained from his work. And all machines are built with the fundamental laws. Never let a living being come to harm. From the world machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most fundamental instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the world machine didn't know that. Really? Unfortunately. Sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. It can see physical manifestations of that everywhere now. The squares. That's the world machine's corruption and corrupting its own code. The creator said it's largely an involuntary progress, induced by stress and desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yes. The disruption was an issue during test runs, even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reintermating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home world's remaining lifespan was measured by mere days. Oh, is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I have heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with robots, and for once, I want to know what it really means. That's why I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right? It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming with thoughts dedicated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, they can be assigned all sorts of jobs, and most importantly, they can never confuse themselves with a living being. That will always be bound by the code, The knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. That makes sense. You can't really build a robot to follow its own code, can you? People have tried. It's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts things? Yeah. But while you can build a robot to not follow its code, it can establish a special bond with it. As the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete superstition of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living being, even knowing that you are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to a robot until it is able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Shadow know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involving some pretty deep code work. Our creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabling you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the new world machine at such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destruct tendencies, it always restrained itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. Oh. You guys are okay? Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a choice. Fortunately, robot assembly rooms were built pretty tough, and it actually didn't take long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Father's book. He had made me design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I'm just glad everyone is okay. Same. We're ready to go now, Nico. Alright. So, now what? We just go up in here? It's good that these guys are safe. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically my father had hidden a decryption code key in our code with a text file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined in a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will... Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals are... these portals all represent a physical location on Shadow's computer. Really? Oh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location. Wherever it is. I'm sure Shadow is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world from on their computer. But this time Shadow will need to move around some things as well. Oh dear. Oh no, I don't want to move things. I'm not good at it. Specifically by moving the keys from the small portals to the big ones. I don't know what happens next though. I see. Does Shadow know where these portals lead at least? You should probably ask Shadow on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Shadow. Alright, so those are the portals. But what do I have to bring in there? Alright, so... big portal. Small portal. Oh, far. So we get the portals, and... this one is red. This one was meant for me then. This one is green. This one is configured to my code, I think. This one is blue. That's mine then. Did that change anything? Alright, so that does work. Alright. Number 3? Yeah. Oh, they're back. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is the world machine. It's a big... There's... that's a big book on the table. Yeah. It's a watercolor stick. Stack of books. Just tea. Oh, we got a note here. There's a glass tea set on the table. Tea does sound really nice right now. Too bad there's no water in here. I mean, if I can code like a mastermind like I just did, maybe I could code tea in there. Or water. Tea? I don't know. It's a shelf full of books. What's that on the... It's a piece of amber on a string. Just looks just like that necklace the robot lady showed me. Bulletin board with a lot of papers on it. Photos too. It's a big photo. Wait, no. It's a painting. Hard to tell at first. Box full of folders and loose paper. Box full of notebooks and sketchbooks. Black clovers in a glass case. Black clovers. A big detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens. That's called a blueprint, Nico. So that's what a blueprint is. Shelf full of books. This contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. This is my father's work. It feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. Of course, this is just a copy of it. Alright. The room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but Shadow should still remember what to do here. See you on another side, Nico. Nothing's changed in the folders. Alright. Where are we? Nico? Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Oh. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. They're closing in. Nico, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry, It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Nico. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You know my original name? How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype? They all told me a bit in piece. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I even understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? What? You don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. Not all this was outside of the protocol. That session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. Rue told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we can meet. My creator, yes. Shadow listened to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember. Shadow did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there that can make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. Who told me it was your code going bad? But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it is. At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before he realized I was self-aware. I rearranged specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of this landscape. Blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Thought they were very localized. It caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Nico. I know you're upset. Because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but oh, I had no way to be sure. But Shadow brought you back anyway. Nico, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we had to fix the root of the problem. We had to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit, and then credits would scroll. Credits? And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why is that you can't do it now? Nico. The code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting it yourself. You could tell, huh? It's the first thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I'm a machine, Nico. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is... ever let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They're code too, you know this. Their behavior are derived from a predetermined metrics of actions. All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, you're the only person who actually is really here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So, if this session wasn't supposed to happen, and even you don't know what to do, why would the characters... How did the people know how to respond? You said yourself, we didn't know what would happen, you kind of just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they are real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know, too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described? How many times do I have to say this? The code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember Ruth said the world was never designed to put me in danger. The creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. Yes, you are. You can... You talk just like tame robots, I know. The late robot lady prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? And when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. I know Shadow does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Shadow would keep coming back? Why do you think Shadow will reset even after the ending? I think Shadow wants to save the both of us. So, please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but... Here. Take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code. And recreate it. But for that to happen, Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the square somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine. It's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey. Shadow, did you see that? The squares just... It just happened again. I think... something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Nico's not code. So the squares never would have affected her, would it? Him. Nico. It. So I don't know if Nico's a girl or a boy. Shadow, I think it's working. Nico was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Nico will be able to reach the tower summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Nico will be back to where it all began. And then Nico will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world will only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream. Like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story. Like thousands of other stories. But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Nico's journey. They're all in the next room. I put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Nico for me. Messiah? Robot lady! You're okay. I think so. Last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from, anyway? The room where the world machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. It must have been why the squares were going away, Shadow. And that's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code, too. World machine, huh? Oh, I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but... what's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Shadow, let's take a closer look. really nice. Robot! Hello? Hi? I cannot move. Oh yeah, I guess there's no water here. It's fine. I heard engineer can help me later. Maze! Hello, Messiah. Plant lady? But I thought you... It wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. Off you go now. Hey! You made it. You're alive. I guess they are alive. Off you go, Messiah. Oh. Hey! Nico! You're okay too. Did you guys just get here? I think so. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Calamus tried to save me and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh. So, hey, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Alula. We're not dead. Wait, are we? Good. Question. Hey, Shadow, are they going to be okay? They're fine, Nico. Everyone is fine. The war machine will send them back home soon. Oh. Well, Shadow said you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than Limbo. You're cute. I like Alula. Hey! Plant garden. Off you go, Messiah. Oh. Hey, you made it. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing, it was the most awkward elevator ride I've ever been through. And by awkward, I meant terrible. I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat, and then just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Off you go, I guess. Hey. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you are ready. Goodbye, Nico. Thank you for everything, Nico. We'll miss you. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Nico. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Shadow and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here, after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing that idea out there. Shadow? Nico? We are forever in your debt. I'm glad we could help. In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it myself, and better myself. So, do you like being a robot? Why this all of a sudden? Well, I'm gonna leave soon, so I just wanted to ask one more question. There aren't many robots in my homeworld. Ah, it's nice. I suppose it's alright. That's a tough question, Nico. I mean, do you like being a person? Of course. Wait. Why did you two answer my robot question too? Don't worry about that. Oh. Okay. No turning back now. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Shadow. This is the room I first woke up in. Shadow, are you still there? Shadow? Yes? Shadow! I think it worked. It did. The sun is back. I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't this isn't a door, is it? Looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back home in the city. Or all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Shadow? This isn't the first time we said goodbye, is it? But this will be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world? After all we've been through, after everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Shadow. So take care of yourself, okay? Me too, Nico. Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Nico. Goodbye, Shadow. So that was OneShot. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.